Greetings, YouTube. It is late. It is almost 1 a.m., and I'm sure by the time this video posts and processes to YouTube, it'll be about 1 a.m. or later Central Standard Time in the good old United States of America. Good morning across the pond if you're waking up to this, since you're 6 hours plus ahead of me. Hope you have a great Saturday. Happy weekend. I have been fixing to go to bed, and I have a ton of crystal opening commentaries to get to, especially with these dual crystals. But I have something much more important to talk about because it is a constant and consistent complaint and has been since the new patch, and that is the evolution or de-evolution, depending on what you want to call this, for Android lag, crashing, and performance issues. Now, this thread is very old. It is since November of 2019 that it was created. But the problem with Android issues is that they don't affect even close to a majority of players. So what I have seen in the past few months especially, because Apple is iPhone. Now, there might be a big difference between the phone that I'm using right now, which is an iPhone 6S, and a new iPhone 11 or maybe soon to be 12. Yeah, but if you say Apple, iPhone. Android, you could be talking about so many different companies, phones, styles. And so we had a huge Android issue last month, I think it was, where just a bunch of older phones stopped being able to download the game. But Kabam had warned people that this would happen in their defense. That is a different problem, having a 5 or 6-year-old phone that just can't run the new content or the new patch. That's a different problem than having a phone that, say, isn't even a year old and now crashes every time you jump into Alliance Quest or lags to the point that your frame rate is so slow that you're going to be wrecked by the time it catches up. And my personal favorite part of lag is, even though you might lag for 5 seconds, you lose that 5 seconds in real time of that Alliance Quest or Alliance War fight that you are currently in. It's not like it pauses the 5 seconds for you, it counts that in real time. So you can see different comments, and today is officially August 8th, but going back to this last page of this, going on 8-month thread, nearly 2 weeks since performance issues with the 27.2.5 patch on high refresh rate, display devices started being logged in here, and you can just see it's funny how fast they will fix the Heralds of Galactus quest, but have yet to fix or even give us an update on all the other problems that they have known now since the 27.2.5 update, if not earlier. So again, that update really, some people had no issues whatsoever on Android phones, and then suddenly it was like it was unplayable, and that is still happening according to the summoners reaching out to me. I'm not saying that it's like a whole lot of messages that I'm receiving. I'd say a day it's about 3 to 4, but I know if I'm getting 3 to 4 messages consistently a day from Android users, it's going to actually be a much larger percentage of the community. And my channel, despite the fact that I use an iPhone, is for all members of the community. So I want to be a voice to people who are having Android issues, even if I'll never use an Android to play this game in my life. Okay, so now you're seeing Galaxy Tab A, Android 711, some lag too, but crashing is insane. Game freezes or starts to blink before crashing, or it shows a red connection sign. The connection is fine, nothing wrong in there. So now you've got Samsung Galaxy J5. Whenever I play M60 for more than 30 minutes, it lags so bad it crashes sometimes. Always lose 50% of health in Alliance. When Alliance Quest, due to this, I'm unable to play the game properly. Please fix it as soon as possible. And then you can just keep scrolling down, and just seeing so many different pictures from really all over the globe. This is obviously not just a American issue. Samsung Galaxy Tab S2, graphical issues after just a minute or two of play, flickering, flashing, missing textures, missing images. Sounds like when I try to live stream in Oklahoma. I'm not trying to make light of this. It's just, it reminds me of Oklahoma internet. Uninstalled, reinstalled the game, cleared the game cache repeatedly, killed all of the running applications, restarted the game repeatedly, even factory reset the entire tablet, all with no changes. The problem, I've opened support tickets and gotten only scripted responses with no useful info. I will say that other than this thread, another part of the problem that I'm consistently hearing from Android people is when they try to open a discussion, it's immediately closed. So that obviously makes this a little bit more stressful. And look at this. This looks like some anime gone wrong. Whoa, I will say this. That looks pretty cool. Is it possible to fight? No. But this looks like MCOC meets a bad trip of acid meets 1970s Saturday morning cartoon shows. Now your champions are just floating in the air. Whoa! Is that my Bae Quake? Did she go emo? Time to shake things up, quite literally. Wow. I mean, look at this. Guardians of the Galaxy. Take some notes. So yeah, eventually, if you were to scroll down all the way, you'd see August 7th, more problems reported, and then you'd get to August 8th, but that will be for today. So yes, Android users, I get it. And some of you are saying that this is not at all an issue on an old phone. You're playing in a 2020 phone, and you're still having crazy issues. I don't know what to tell you, other than the fact that you want to keep replying to this thread, keep filing help tickets, keep putting the pressure on. I am sorry to say that historically speaking, because of not only the Apple Store, but such a large percentage of players play on iPhones, that typically iPhone issues get patched and addressed faster than Android issues. I don't think all of that is Kabam's fault. I think that the word Android is such a large umbrella term for so many different devices that run on so many different software updates and, gosh, countless programs that there's probably not anywhere close to a one-size-fits-all for Android, but I definitely get, because every time I hear from somebody who says, Prof, please address this in a video, I'm having an Android issue, I say, how old is your phone? When did you get it? Because sometimes, somebody's like, my phone's 8 years old. I'm like, well, it's amazing you could play on this at all. 8 years old? There are dogs that don't last that long. There are certainly fish that don't last that long. All right, well, let's end this video here. It is 1 a.m. And, I am trying to end my quote-unquote vacation, even though it has been nothing like a vacation from Texas this weekend. I also just want to say, I mentioned briefly yesterday, technically, that my family is going to be featured in a documentary because truly it's a story that's more, facts are crazier than fiction sometimes. And that documentary has been released. I've debated letting the community know about it. It's $2.99 to rent. I get none of the profits. It's not profit at all. It's everybody volunteered their time to make it, so it's been thousands of dollars worth of volunteer work, so this would just basically go to the editor and the director. Anyhow, I think I'm going to post on my community page this week. If nobody watches it, that's fine. But if you want to watch it and rent it, I think that you'll learn so much about my family and the craziness that is not only the conception of triplets, but also overcoming a family history of alcoholism, drug abuse, physical, mental, psychological. I should be in a ditch, or I should be in a prison. I should not be a successful multimedia journalism professor on YouTube. That is not only a credit to a much, much more amazing higher power than myself, but also just a credit to, amazing people like you watching this in a community that has embraced this average MCOC player. See, I'm so average, I can't even say MCOC at 1 a.m. In Oklahoma in the United States. Have a good day, YouTube. Be on the lookout for that link at some point this week. And sorry, Android users, for having this problem continue. Let's hope that it can be remedied soon for the enjoyment of everybody who plays this amazing but sometimes very frustrating mobile video game.